Hello, everybody out there in Poetry Corner World. Tonight is another Tuesday night that we're about to recite some good poetry. We have a couple of good things going on tonight with a newcomer aboard. I'm going to pass this over to Valerie, and we're going to get this show started.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Poetry Corner. I'm Valerie Lorraine, and we will be bringing up one of our guests very shortly. In the meantime, do hit the subscribe button and like our channel so that you get a notification of all of our shows. As well, jump over to Poetry Corner on Facebook and like that profile as well. If you're a poet, you can go ahead and add anything you'd like to there, your poetry or things that you have going on. Now I would like to introduce Gifted Johnson and bring her up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gifted, and I am plumb pleased to be here this evening. This piece is entitled, They See You. They see you. Eyes always upon you, mimicking, admiring, staring, and modeling you. Don't be nervous, be you, for you are the mirror that feeds their soul. So show them the way. They see you. They see you. Mimicking your moves, admiring your ways, staring at your shape, marveling your fashion, and being you. All those haters, wannabes, wish they could be, posers, they see you. So shine bright, attract them to your light. Let them marvel at the beauty that they'll never truly confine. They see you. So shine bright and attract them to your light. They see you. So smile, shine, live like there's no tomorrow because it's not promised. Love hard like you want to be loved and deserve to be loved. And laugh at your own damn mistakes, because life is short. So shine. They see you. They see you. All the seeds that you've laid, they see you. They're staring, they're modeling, shining, and modeling you. One seed, then another, and then things falling apart again and again and again. But you holding it together better than hot glue, just like a black woman do. So they see you. So shine bright. Pull all down those cloaks and daggers, mask of deception, and let them see the natural glimmer of your shine. For they see you, and you are so worthy to be seen. They see.
Oh,
All
so
right.
beautiful.
I love that piece.
Thank you.
So before we switch up here for a second, I'm going to ask you to let everybody know what else you have going on.
Absolutely. Thank you. It is definitely an honor to be here tonight. I'm gifted, as I said earlier, and Valerie said. I can be found on Instagram under Gifted Johnson Wilkerson, and also Facebook, trying to do that branding thing. Y'all know what I'm saying. Under Gifted Johnson Wilkerson. So tap in and find me. I do live shows on Instagram every Monday under the Ain't Right Tribe page. I also am the author of two books, the My 30 collection The
All
third
right.
one is coming. But before the third, my 30 comes, I have ripples.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ripples
okay.
that will be coming soon.
beautiful.
And I have also recently, off the heels of Ripples Live, we did a live production of Ripples. And I am imploring you, if you would like this stage play, Ripples stage play in a city near you or at your city, DM a girl. Hit me up and let me know.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah,
That is
congratulations.
so
That's cute.
amazing.
Thank
And
you.
beautiful recitation of your poem.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you. King, would you like to come up and spit a piece?
Yes, I will. This is King Atterbury, host of the Poetry Corner Show, author, published author, writer, poet, activist. I've written 17 books, which is available on Amazon. And this is my latest one called The Brighter Side of Me that just came out. So I'm going to get right now into my piece. This piece I title My Pen Bleed. It's the way I see the world from out of my telepathic side. My pen bleed, the ink lead, my thoughts from out my hard drive. What's archived is the motivation and inspiration dated tomorrow. Yesterday I couldn't follow, so today the path is narrow. Only me, myself, and I moving behind each phase of me. Who do I be? What do you see? Another brother living free. Love the words I hope is heard and received in its own right. Of course I recite what I write because my brain is a satellite. Signals don't get crossed, the data downloaded well. I'm from a house of L, I don't lose, I show and tell. J-Dub the third, my grandfather gave my dad something. Passed on to me, now I'm a king. They didn't see it coming. King.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Well, everyone, I'm Valerie Lorraine, and I can be found on Instagram at Valerie Lorraine _poetic author. I am the author of this book, Falling, and this is my first book. I have another book coming out in August. I am also an advocate for domestic violence, and I've chosen to read this piece tonight, which is entitled Here Cometh the Warrior. So here we go. I've been so tired lately, and I haven't written about you. How much I missed who I thought you were, and how angry I am for who you really are, and the pain you caused me. But I found joy in knowing what you brought out in me, and how much you caused emotions in me. Knowing I will never ignore what shines behind my eyes. I won't close my eyes to the train coming. I won't stand on the tracks and be crushed and thrown about, because I should have known to move quicker, away from the oncoming and imminent danger. But instead, my feet chose to listen to my heart and told me that I was safe and that you loved me so much that the train would stop. So I kept my eyes closed and I loved you until the bitter end. And I trusted you would stop, that you wouldn't crash into me, that you wouldn't take my life. I trusted that you would just stop right in front of me and let me go safely, just away. The way I wanted it to be, to stand in front of you and say goodbye. I wanted to walk away from that train, but you are a train wreck and I was in your way, so you didn't. You rushed at me at a speed I could not control. I could not see coming because I trusted, and you crashed it into me and took it all. But you didn't know. You didn't realize. You failed to see the real me, the one that you said loved me, the one who knows how to come back from pain, the one who is a warrior, the one who will not allow you to overpower me and take my strength. No, I am fierce. I am brave, and my wounds will not keep me down. I got up. I cried. I picked up my heart and I held it I watched it bleed, my blood. I watched it trickle as it cried. I held it for as long as it took. And I forgave it for holding on for too long. And the warrior in me protected it from more danger. And the child in me watched and learned that she was safe too. And when my poor heart had cried enough, I tucked it back in my chest and lifted my head, and my heart joined the warrior for battle. You will not win this. You will not take my life. You will not see anything but bravery and strength and all the joy and pleasure I get out of life. And you will run down those tracks out of control, crashing into lives that stand in the tracks, trying to love you, trying to help you. And me, I will not watch you do that, ever. I will not, because my life will bloom with joy, and my heart will not ever think of your future, but carry the lessons of loving you, always and forever. My heart became a loving warrior. The warrior became more fierce. The child came to know that she could play safely and full of strength and joy. And I love that legacy. I love it. Valerie Lorraine.
Oh. All right, Valerie. Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's bring Gifted back up.
All right.
All right. Weaved poem. It's in our hands. Every seed that ever needed watering, the soil that needed tilling, feeding, and then again and again, it's in our hands. The fabric of our lives. Each thread that was carefully weaved in and out and in, needle to thread, needle to thread, needle to thread, and then through the hoop, needle to thread of our DNA, strands that binds us together. It becomes a refraction of our being, the very person who we are that needs watering to grow and to groom and to be the structure of our framework, the walls, the floors, the roof, this building. It's adorned in the fabric of our lives, that very essence of our beauty that becomes you. The fabric of our lives, intertwined, and every little step that we take, it's in our hands.
Wonderful.
Right. That's
Wonderful.
what's up.
King, since we are short a guest who was having trouble logging on, would you like to spin another piece?
Sure, I'll recite another
thank you.
one. This piece right here. Okay, hold on. Wait till I'm in front view.
Here we go.
Okay, this piece I title Fire Pit. I'm dope. I'm fresh. I'm fly. I'm lit. I said I'm dope. I'm fresh. I'm fly. I'm lit. My frequency vibrated on the drive. My soul is archived, indexed inside of a scribe that connects to all my gods. The ones who survived through all the changes of dangers. We still hide original material from angry strangers. No paper trail or hand mail, it's only the word of mouth. received up north through a travel from the south, sent house to house through a poem or a song. Bring back the wonderful and beautiful modern day psalms. If I'm wrong, then write me. I'm a knight and true guardian. I'm only asking these questions, what squad we rocking in? Memo to the verse, this was written outside of Earth. Too many facing hurt, so let's search and give birth. King. Thank you.
Okay, my goodness, that was wonderful.
Thank you.
I chose this piece. I'm going to read this. This is called Sunset Father. Father, I still see you in there, even though your light is dimming. You were the sunrise, angry, scarlet, scowling skies, red sky in the morning, little girl take warning. Sunsets of dementia, rich summer hues fading to dusk. But yes, I still see you from time to time, because even in the winter, the morning sun still peeks through the dark, hazy cloud cover. What you did, who you are, it's like crystal blue skies on water, reflections of you. But you tossed that boulder into the waters to erase that image, so you didn't have to see yourself. Those ripples, they were waves that pulled me under, pulling me down, riptides tugging at my toes, undertow always threatening to grab and hold me for the final time. I treaded water as best I could. When ears touched in, it was a warning to legs, move faster, fighting to make it to shore, any shore, safe or unsafe, never safe shores. Always burning sands as I tried to rest and breathe, or jagged rocks and sharp oyster shells cutting my feet, my skin, my heart. How many years did I have to fight against the currents to finally find red skies at night, a sailor's delight? Dropping anchor in some bay at a calm tropical destination. It's coming now, as you fade into that horizon with shades of Charisse and Admiral below the ocean's edge, truly fading with dusk becoming dark. Eventually the moon will proclaim midnight, allowing me to swim in calmer waters. Not simply be pulled back, not simply break the surface as my lungs feel the crush, my brain screaming for air, rushing with thoughts of living, of who I am, or where the life vest is, or where that damn captain is and why he's trying to make me save my own fucking self. I can see the shore. It looks beautiful from here. But fuck my life, I don't trust it. I hesitate just long enough to know that looking back doesn't get me closer to that island. It's been such a long journey, such a long time in the water. Such a long time fighting to stay mentally agile and aware, where men like sharks don't always look like predators. Circling you, they act like saviors, eventually taking that intentional bite and leaving you for dead, leaving you to try and swim, body damaged when you were already struggling with a perfectly intact, healthy body. It was just the fuckery with your mind that kept you lost at sea. I touch shore. Doesn't look so bad here. I pick up a small piece of driftwood and start writing in the sand. I have a lot to say while the tide's still out. Valerie Lorraine.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. So we will bring Gifted back up for another piece, please.
Yes.
So what I did not say earlier in regards to Ripples Live is that it is about the journey of my life. It is a live production in a book, soon coming book, about healing from domestic violence and sexual assault.
Okay.
So this piece is entitled Home, Sweet Home, which was a part of the Ripples Live production. The wrongs can never make it right. I've been alone since I was 11, fighting the good fight. Because out of the darkness, the shadows, he lurked, robbing some of the best parts of me. But what if he never came in my room? What if he never came in my room and told me that I was special, a special little girl, and that this was for my own good, because I was so special? What if we could wind back the hands of time and we didn't have to keep this dirty little secret? I mean, keep this dirty little secret. Or what if I screamed to the top of my lungs, get off me, get off me? Or what if I was warned? What if I was warned? Our bodies are our own. Protect the jewels. Our bodies are our own. Protect our jewels. You know, like at the age of 5, we knew all the tunes, like the radio songs would say, just like those tunes. So say it with me. Our bodies are our own. Protect the jewels. Our bodies are our own. Protect the jewels. Our bodies are our own. Protect our jewels. Just like the song on the radio. But the wrongs can never make it right. Did you see him? Did you see the way he caressed my hair, showed special attention as he danced around, surrounded me, caressed me, gave me special gifts? Did you see him? 11 was the age I learned to swim alone, drowning in this unease, not knowing that this here was his disease. Our home was never sweet until he was gone. The contagious was way too much for me to hold. It was like I was marked. It was like I was marked by this, I don't know, Scarlet Letter, because continuously, it was as if I was bought and sold to the highest bidder, to the highest man that came in our house. These scars never go away. They just heal. New skin over old wounds. They never go away. But we just carry on. The wrongs can never make it right. So I hope, I pray that your child never understands this plight and always keep a home, sweet home. Our bodies are our own. Protect our jewels. Our bodies are our own. Protect our jewels. Yes.
All right.
Well,
That's deep.
my goodness sakes, that was a pretty powerful piece. I am so happy that you shared that. It seems like you and I have started a little theme here, and I'm going to choose to continue it. But Q, is it okay if you bring Gifted up with me? Can we both be on up here? No. Oh, okay. Sorry. So, Gifted, is it okay if I ask you a couple questions about your writing then?
Absolutely.
Okay. I know for myself that it was a really difficult choice to start writing about the abuse that I suffered. Did you find the same?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, I used to dance around it. I would have little snippets here and there. And it wasn't until someone came up to me after a show and was like, I heard what you said, and that moved me, and it helped me. And when that happened, I knew I had to continue in that vein.
Right? It's very difficult, but it's healing. And
Yeah,
I believe that it's a gift for
it
somebody
is.
else who needs it too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then when I had my daughter, it made it more like, this is important. We
Right.
have to get this message out there and let children know. I used to say young girls, but it's not only young girls,
No.
it's children and young people. Let them know that their bodies are their own.
Right.
And there is consent, even at a young age. We don't give consent when it doesn't feel right. And we have the power to say, no, get off me. I don't like this, or to run and tell. So
Right.
that's been my message ever since. It's like, fire. Yeah.
That's a beautiful purpose to have in life. And it's beautiful that you found your voice, because I know from my own experience, which is different, but still abuse, it's very difficult to speak about. There's a lot of stigma around it. And we believe that people are not going to see us in the way that we would like them to see us, right? Yeah. And that the blame becomes on us as opposed to the person who it belongs to, which is the perpetrator.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I am going to read my piece, and I would love it if you guys stayed right there to
All
okay.
right. Thank you.
So this was the first real piece that I wrote that addressed very strikingly, and it was very difficult for me to write. I went through a lot writing it, and the first time I read it was exceptionally difficult, but it has a title, but at this point I don't remember what it is. The edges of my breaking point appear. My bones snap. My skin rips open, revealing an ancient secret guarded by the temples I created in the hollow places within my marrow. Would you respect me if I told you how I got here? Who is it that you see when you look in my eyes? Tears dropped on the dirt at my feet, enriching the soil that carried the burden of my body, renewing my apologies and prayer into the allure of power. Every punch in the face, every bloody nose running down my chin, dripping forever stains on my white shirt, forever stains on my white memory. My blushing sins run to your ears and forever change who you think I am. The repeated slam banging of my head on the hard floor bangs the image of who I am, reworked each time you see me, even before I say hello. A hammer hurls past my head, nailing its intended target, a plate glass window, and my ego. The fear rising as visible as evaporated breath on a cold day. Glass shards spray like raindrops. Shards in my hair, shards of me break away from who you thought me to be, as the disturbing edges of my history creep in on you, pinning on the ground as crystals ting and bounce. That sound of glass dropping to the asphalt replays, reverberating full volume on my white memory playlist. This story is mine, so hear me. Here I am. Not a victim, not a survivor, merely a visiting spirit embarking in the human experience. The ink I tainted my skin with, smeared hieroglyphics to remind me nothing is pure and innocent. We are all the experiences, none without stains or tears. Now you won't ever look at me the same when I disturbed your image of me, when I allowed you a piece of my silence buried deeply away under skin and bones, told to hush, don't tell. I changed you. I changed me, because I don't want you to think I was weak or broken, even if in those moments I was. They were just moments. If you have ever listened to me, I mean really listened to me, you would see that making me bloody Well, it was him that was weak. He allowed his pain to be the snake around his heart, bathing in adrenaline until it surged in serpentine edges, scales scorning, raging against veins and muscles, and he obeyed. It didn't strike back. I obeyed a different nature in my heart. My adrenaline wound around freshly budding flowers blooming from the rich soil I brewed in the elegance of the universe. We are different. Because he thought abusing me would cement me into a historical monument, always there when he returned with his snake in its coiled, resting but ready position. I say no. I say no. I say you can see me for who I really am. I know who I am. I know what happened, and I know what formed me. I know how that soil grew me into something special. And I know that you know that. Shh, don't tell, ever, because they will never see you the same. So just hide. Just hide. But the flower budded and the petals bloomed, and the seasons shined bright on the tips of truth, and the illusion faded, unearthing precious gems hidden in the dark of night. They were filthy secrets back then. Now they are sacred truths. Yet I am still here, on the walls and caves, on papyrus, in gospels, anywhere it can be told, anywhere it can be heard. I will not let you win against me. I notice you are quiet now, and it is me who is talking. That is because history is told by the victors. Valerie Lorraine.
All right.
Thank you. King, can we bring you back up?
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
This piece I title Through the Door. Open sesame, don't work. Walk the path, remain alert. Observe the moist dirt, while some thoughts be in mind surf. Possibilities of what's to come, keep on striving. Be the best version of self without slipping and sliding. The future always hiding behind intentions and dimensions. Parallel ascension, use the vision on attention. Spotlights don't always showcase who you really are. Only stars be above the physical, don't search for it. Highlight your moment to succeed and proceed. Cause of action, make you breathe instead of feeling defeat. Become a champion while learning and gaining courage and strength. Build yourself an iron fence and shield your common sense. Take steps in life and take a leap of faith. Create a vibe that you can take to a higher conscious state. King.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Brilliant piece. Brilliant piece.
Appreciate that.
Okay. And which book is that out of?
I don't know. It's one of those.
Too many books to keep track of.
Basically.
One of them. Okay, well, we'll have to go through your collection to find out which one. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Gifted, can I bring you back up and ask you to give us another piece?
Absolutely, my pleasure. I was going to do my first piece that opened up that can of worms for me. But I'm not. I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
And talk about when you come out of situations like that, you know, it sometimes it's hard to communicate what you need to your partner or, you know, others, you know, how to treat you. So this was a piece that stems from coming out of, you know, understanding self. It's called complacency. Complacency is the virus. Laziness has been our climb. You're not ready. You're not ready. Call my name like you fear me, but that won't get you in. Contentment and your own gratification won't lift this heavy weight. You can't win if you don't put in the work. So how do you shake it? How do you shake this same cycle of a different man of the same thread, same cycle of a different man of the same thread? How do you shake this flags on the play? How do you shake the warning signs at the door? How do you shake this? You get to know yourself. Burning desire swirls all about in your head. Wants and needs and things that need to be met swirl in your head. But take the time to learn you. See, I took the time to learn all of me. And when I enter into myself, I get to know all of me. And the more that I feel, the more I reveal. Call me godlike, but with little g. Call me confused, yet this feeling is real. I mean, I yell out words without words. The audacity of silence is louder than the voice of your whispering commands. And when I move, it moves. And when it moves, I move. The more that I release, the more that I perceive. Only alone. And alone doesn't nearly scare me anymore. My battery is on recharge. I experience the sensation of all of my own pulse, and pulsations, and pleasing the intersanctity of my own being. See, I've played the fool maybe once or twice, but now I'm wise. So I'm more invested in what you do than what you say. Not the thoughts inside of you, not the bulge on the inside of your pants, but what spills out. I'm more invested in that. So you see, complacency is the virus that I've caught. Not waiting to see you see me, but getting to know myself before I let you in. Gifted. Oh.
Beautiful.
All right, Gifted. That was nice.
I believe that she's heard me say this before, but I refer to Gifted as our Maya of Instagram.
Okay.
She is so amazing. Thank you so much for that piece. So I'm going to read this piece. It is Sanctuary of My Soul. You have been a sanctuary unto my soul. Unknowingly, you came to me, the unexpected, soothing words, peaceful moments, sonnets to my heart, the muse to my poetry, the birth of stars that will be discovered and named. Lifeless days gained breath. Nights of discontent became oasis of dreamscape. You wrapped solace under the moon. This wanderlust heart listened as your utterances lifted me to new destinations. Wandering meadows of rustical reeds and wildflowers, searching starry-eyed heavens. Your sweetly discreet smile writes psalms in silence. I read each sentiment imparted, studying so I will not soon forget the delicate fade. Your lyrics have me steadfast at peace, disassociated from the desolation I became. You draw my name on cresting waves. You carve it into rich sunset skies. You bury it in ancient caves for all of humanity. and because you whisper of me amongst the stars. When I utter my wishes to them, they will know who I am. You have been a sanctuary to my soul.
All right.
Thank you. King, could I ask if you would like to come up and I'll ask you a question?
No,
No, I'm
gonna pass it on to Gifted.
Okay, okay.
She's presenting here tonight.
Okay, so. Thank you. So we have a question on the table. Sorry. We have a question on the table. We're going to ask how poetry has changed your life. So I was going to ask that too.
She dropped.
Did she drop? Okay. Well then, King, it's you and I for the moment. So for me, I started writing poetry when I was going through a very traumatic time in my life, and it helped me to understand my feelings, and it helped me to have an outlet, which was what I really, really needed. So whether it was poetry or journaling, but I did gravitate more to the poetry. It was a lifesaver for me.
Okay,
and
that's
you?
What's up. Poetry changed my life because even though I meditate and pray all the time, what it did was keep me balanced and leveled, grounded. You know what I mean? So whatever I'll say dark energy or meaningful acts of people's disposition that was around me, I sort of like bypassed all that energy, by just creating. I call it creating under pressure because it didn't really matter like my surroundings. Yeah. So it enabled me to write anywhere and just take that energy and that offset energy and do something with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's how it's changed my life because of me being able to manifest all these books since 2017. Right. So, that's the beauty of it right there.
Mm-hmm. And Gifted, so I was just asking, how has poetry changed your life?
Wow. It has always been a means for me to communicate freely. My family was very vocal and I was really shy. So poetry was a way for me to communicate and be heard at that time. It has since, in these last 2 or 3 years, allowed me to be louder in my message and touch more people and realize my purpose of my voice, not to be heard on my own, but for someone else to hear the message and the words. So it's really changed. I've actually started doing poetry full time as of the last 3 years. And it has allowed me to connect and find some of the most beautiful people that are now in my life for a lifetime. That includes Valerie, Lorraine. So it has connected me to some wonderful people and wonderful, blessed opportunities. So I'm thankful. Poetry has definitely changed my life and how I move.
That is such a beautiful answer because I agree with you. Everything you said, I agree with you. I mean, it's such a beautiful way to share with people and experiences and life. And it's just, for me, I as well have met so many beautiful souls, including the ones on these screens here. It's just amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, It's a pleasure to have you here with us. If you're watching live or if you're watching this on replay, please do hit like and share so that you will be notified of future shows. King, can I bring you back up?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to say it was very, very interesting and a beautiful topic of display by you women to shoot y'all personal aspects out into the world, to let people know so they can feel what you feel, and maybe it'll be helpful and useful to someone else out there listening in. So I want to thank you, ladies, for sharing that. Well, I'm going to recite this piece to close the show out. This piece is from the book The Brighter Side of Me, which is available on Amazon. And this piece is titled, If I Was Yours. Would you become a set of eyes for me so I can see, prepare myself mentally and go outside society, feel emotions of others that surround places around, remain balanced on the scales of love within our grounds, cover my thoughts through encouragement. You are so sweet. While my disability find me weak or my disease, suffering from the negativity that has me offset, while I am waiting to get better, thanking you for respect. Once I return back to myself, holding you close with both hands. If you're falling from too much, I will catch you where you stand. A man always know how to treat his queen respectfully. The good outweighs the bad and also the ugly. Support whatever cause that lie inside your dreams. Turn your scenes by any mean into a star occurring meme. May it manifest and also absorb into your flesh. Let us believe what's the best and give God the rest. King. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, everybody, it's been a beautiful show. I would like to thank you all for joining us and for our wonderful guests. Gifted, I would also like to thank our host, King Atterbury, and our producer, Quinten. Wonderful show, and we'd like to thank you again. Please do share this video with anybody who you think would benefit from hearing the poetry or would just enjoy to hear it. And do like and subscribe to our channel. Until next week, we'll see you again. Thank you.